Flat earth beneath my feet, knowing I'm here to meet. Ocean's edge, it calls my name. Purpose in this life's game. Horizons line so clear, God's love brings me near. Flat earth made by Him, my journey long yet thin. Purpose found in every day, guided by His gentle sway. Mountains tallly standing.
Yo, Flavs, what's up? Good to see you all. Thank you for coming. I'm glad you could make it. It's good to see you. What's up, Pastor PJ?
Oh, good. Oh, good. Sorry?
I'm sure you're very happy.
Oh, I'm a little bit happy. Yeah, I'm a little bit happy. It's just something kind of happens when you tell the truth. You know, like people kind of mass report you for being what is it? A spamming, scamming, deceptive practices channel. And then as soon as you appeal, you think, oh, I'll never get my channel back. But 10 minutes later, 10 minutes after the appeal, I got my channel back. So shall I show them the little email I got from YouTube?
Yeah, please do. And then we just want to say to the people that did report him, Aaron Armstrong, and a company like Jack of All Trades and Andrew Johnson, them, your attempt to get him taken down failed.
It did. It certainly did. Now, what does it say here? It says, I literally, all I put in my appeal was, I don't do anything about scamming. You have to be monetized to gain money on YouTube. I don't, even if I was monetized, which I'm not, and I don't intend to, I said, I wouldn't scam. All I do is promote the truth of Scripture and Jesus Christ in the Bible. That's all I wrote. Please consider giving me my channel back. 10 minutes later, there it was. There it was. After taking it, we have received your appeal for the following. Channel PJ Cruikshank. After taking another look, we can confirm that your channel does not violate community guidelines. Thanks for your patience while we reviewed this appeal. Our goal is to make sure that content doesn't violate our community guidelines so that YouTube can be a safe place for all. And sometimes we make mistakes trying to get it right. We're sorry for any frustration that our mistake may have caused you, and we appreciate you letting us know. So anybody that tried to mass ban me, the two that claimed it, Sean Hawkins and Aaron Armstrong, it's the last time I'll say your name. Thank you very much. Thank you, because it just shows when you tell the truth, it works. It works.
Yeah, well,
praise the Lord. Praise the
that's
Lord.
the thing. You know you're telling the right thing because you have so much pushback.
Yeah, absolutely. Praise the Lord for that. Praise the Lord for that. Because
Brilliant.
like
So,
I
yeah.
said, 10 minutes appeal. And it might have been quicker than that, but I noticed it in 10 minutes. In fact, Michael noticed it before me. He noticed it at the same time as me, pretty much.
But I'm happy about that.
Me too.
But yeah, it's good to see that. Good to see you got it back. Now at least you got two channels.
I have.
So you got your backup channel, you got that one, and now you can stream on both at the same time.
That's what I'm going to do. That's actually tomorrow night's stream is you and Luke from Sunday.
Ooh,
we're
nice.
reviewing you and Luke from Sunday's stream.
Awesome.
So that's for tomorrow
Yeah,
night.
shout out to Luke. Awesome fella. Really do enjoy having the conversations with him.
His name's actually Matthew, but he's advertised Luke.
And then everybody in the YouTube land, thanks for coming. Really appreciate you guys. By the way, Jesus Free Computer Geek, I did make a community post and put his link in. Go and watch his latest. It streamed about 2 hours ago.
The Revelation.
Really awesome stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, anybody can join in the Restream Globalist. It would be great to have people coming in. You can debate what you want. Just have a conversation. It doesn't matter. The only reason it is debate evening is because the channel voted for it tonight. Gave a few options, and it was voted for it to happen. So appreciate you all coming. And I don't know if you heard the latest news from David Corvett again about the three-body problem.
Okay. What?
He says it was... Well, it's actually better just to show it. It's funny. Why can't people just humble themselves and, just admit they were wrong?
Exactly.
There we go. Okay. Going to my community post. See, there we go. Cheese free computer kit. Guys, don't miss this. Really well worth it to watch it.
Definitely.
Okay. This is Daily Corvid. I think let's start on his first. Yeah, this is his. Will it open now? Open image, new pad. Oh, why is it showing only like that though? Okay, well, anyway, let's get to Daily Corvid's channel quickly then. You can see it there. Unfortunately, you can't see my comments there because the guy blocks me. Okay. Remember, guys, he didn't even know what the three-body problem was. He says he doesn't think of it and exists. Funny thing is, look at this. Three-bodied problem. It's been solvable by computers since 1970s. Oh, my word. No, it hasn't. But look at this. But for some reason, Flatzoid thinks that being unsolvable means what? Unsolved by him. Why is he putting him as in HIM capitals? That is, you do know, reference to Satan when you put it like that in
Yeah.
some cults. Yeah. So he's calling me Satan, in other words, for some odd reason. And he's monkey-like intellect. So he's just insulting me.
Oh,
Somehow
no.
disproves gravity. Why does this guy even bother opening his mouth? That's why you are one of the dumbest human beings I've ever met. Mate, we have never met. He's never met me. He's never spoken a word to me. All he has is been a troll idiot on.
Fletcher, Mike. Mike.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's better.
Okay, sorry. I said the guy has never met me, so I don't know what he's talking about.
Mm.
Anyway, he says, I have met a large number of dumb human beings, but you are special, just special. Well, thank you very much. Let's just see how special this guy really is. But before we do that, thank you, PJ Shank, for your £2 Twitter. It says, just praise the Lord. All I can say is justified.
Yeah.
Amen. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you very much for the super chat. You rock. Guys, if you want to chat, please come in so we don't have to talk about Daily Corvid anymore. But please do come in. They're saying Mike again. Why?
I think he's probably talking about the same time as me. I'm hearing it.
There's something wrong with the cable, guys. I think December I'll look at getting a better quality cable, maybe. Okay. Anyway, let's go on. Look at this. This is what he reads. The three-body problem from Wikipedia, by the way. Okay. In 2023, that's 2023. He said 1970s. Okay, weird. Anyway, in 2023, Ivan Histrov from Radoslava Histrova and Demostrovic and Tanikova published a search for periodic freefall orbits, the three-body problem, limited to the equal mass case, and found 12,409 distinct solutions. Now notice this is limited to the equal mass case. Remember the one I brought up was two equal masses, one mass of zero. Remember the one was a zero? Anyway, it says the numerical approach. This is what he thinks makes it solvable. Using a computer, the problem may be solved. Does that say it is solved or may be solved?
Maybe solved.
What does may mean?
Possibly. Maybe.
Possibly, could be, not is solved. But listen to this. Not just it maybe, it's to a arbitrarily high precision using numerical integration. Although high precision requires a large amount of CPU time. There have been attempts to creating computer programs that numerically solve the three-body problem, and by extension, the three-body problem evoking both electromagnetic, notice there, it needs electromagnetic as well as gravitational interactions for those solvings to happen, and incorporating modern theories of physics such as special relativity, which means no force, remember guys?
Yep.
In addition, using the theory of random walks and an approximation probability of different outcomes may be computed. How did that guy read that and come to the conclusion it was solved?
Lord knows. If there's maybes, mays, and possible, may doesn't mean affirmative completely 100%. Yeah.
But look at what they had to evoke to get an arbitrary, maybe solvable solution. First of all, electromagnetics is not gravity. Second of all, random walks, probabilities, special relativity means no force, therefore not Newtonian classical physics. They have to evoke everything but Newtonian classical physics, which is the issue that three body problem has. And then he says, do I even science, bro? So anyway, I gave a response to that because apparently I'm dumb.
Well, of course.
Yeah. Okay. Also, Numpty, if you read, it says the word may, not did. Gosh, you are a clown. No, it has never been solved till this day. You know why? This is a cut from a physics forum. The three body problem is difficult to solve because it involves three interacting bodies, each with their own gravitational pull and motion. This creates a highly chaotic system where small changes in inertial conditions can be led to drastically different outcomes. In other words, it always has a different outcome. Has anybody here heard of the butterfly effect before?
Absolutely.
So, in other words, let's say the argument was that if a butterfly in Peru flaps its wings, you either have a storm or you don't have a storm somewhere else in the world. There's always a chaotic inference, and it's never predictable.
Yeah.
It has uncertainty to it. That's the uncertainty principle. So I think that makes it clear.
Absolutely.
But it's good to see everybody. Anybody want to come in and have a discussion, please, or a debate or anything? You guys did ask for this debate evening, and we do have 32 votes. Are you willing to come debate anyone about anything? Yes, 44%. No, 56%. So we should at least have 16 people coming in now to have a discussion, a debate about anything.
Yeah.
And yeah, guys, please hit the likes, share the show. Appreciated. Oh, and see, PJ's already put one super chat to the goal. It says, if we reach it, we can do a live reading of any book of the Bible. Would you enjoy that?
Absolutely.
And you guys get to choose the book. Wow, this is going to be an exciting stream.
Sorry, I was just setting up my stream for tomorrow night. So set up for both channels. I had to set up because in my StreamYard was just connected to my PJ Kruka one. I had to sort all that out as well.
I specifically have my wife's cup tonight just for you, PJ.
With God, all things are possible. Amen. Amen to that. Praise the Lord. Oh, Matthew 19:26.
Yeah, it's weird. Us not Christians have so many Christian cups and Bibles and stuff in our house. It's weird how that works.
It is weird. It is weird.
So, what can we debate, PJ?
We can agree on quite a lot. I don't know about debate.
What's your favorite color, PJ?
Purple, without a doubt.
Purple.
Yeah, blue suits me. But when I wear blue, it suits me. Blues and greens suit me more, but purple's my favorite.
That's what my wife also says. Blue suits me as well. But my favorite color is green. These days, I have been moving on to liking red a bit more, but lime green has always been my favorite color.
Right.
So now we have to debate each other. Why is purple your favorite color?
Oh, why? It started from when in the 80s, my sister introduced me to Prince, Purple Rain album, and the Purple Rain album, the purple he had was wearing,
Rainy.
and the motorbike purple. I just loved it. I just loved it when I was a kid. So yeah, that's why it became my favorite color because of
Awesome,
Prince.
awesome. And then I just want to give another shout out to whoever ordered in the merch shop again. Someone ordered a women's premium hoodie and a men's premium t-shirt. No idea who you are, but thank you very, very much. I appreciate all the support. You rock.
So yeah, I'm just checking it. It's done it to both channels. Well, it's done it to PJ Cookup, so it's good. What's that?
That's fantastic. Oh yeah, and then I will be debating Saturday, the 16th. Yeah, at 9 o'clock normal time. So
Ah,
there will be a debate for that. I will be
yeah.
trying to stream it again, but I'm gonna not do it through Restream this time. No
No,
go. Restream just doesn't want to seem to work. Otherwise, you might have to do it on your show again, PJ.
not a problem. I can easily do that. When's that?
Maybe,
When's that
maybe you
again?
do that Saturday.
Oh yeah, I can do that. I could do that.
Then
No,
you stream it maybe through your channel, and then I'll just premiere it the next day.
not a problem. No problem.
I think
Is
that's
this
cool.
is it MDD? Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, not a problem. No problem.
it's the one that we should have had as a flat Earth debate ages ago, and then
There's a
got
lot of
changed.
people like coming to mind. I mean, a lot of people still got MDD, but a lot of people like coming to mind for the conversation in the chat. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's all good. All good.
Joseph wants to talk about how short season. Yeah, we can talk about short season again. It hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Sorted.
Globalist, you can play as a globe if you really want to. Hey, Matthew Dragogo, good to see you, man. Thank you very much for your super chat. Really appreciate it. He says, video game controller gives a thumbs up and says, GG. You rock. Appreciate all the support, Matthew. Thank you very, very much. Woohoo. Oh, yeah, great news. We actually got someone to give us a great deal on a photo shoot December for the baby outcoming thing. So I'm looking forward to that.
Nice.
It's gonna be quite good. Then it'll be like a gender reveal and baby reveal to everybody at the same time.
Vicky.
Ricky Shaw, I cannot recall a time that I have ever disagreed with either one of you guys. Weird thing is, myself and PJ and everybody have actually had some disagreements
Oh
before.
yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. I mean, dinosaurs. I think you, Michael, don't agree on. I'm in the middle. I don't know if there's dinosaurs or if they're just big beasts. You know, I'm still in the middle. Flats doesn't believe dinosaurs possibly existed. He thinks the bones. Yes, there was some bones, but they get replicated and made. I'm in the
Yeah,
middle
well,
where I think that in the
I
Bible,
think we can
large
all agree
beasts
that,
might be dinosaurs,
or
but yeah,
we do agree that there were
beasts.
behemoths and beasts and
Yeah,
things, obviously. But you
absolutely.
agree that there could have been dinosaurs. I
Could have
don't
been
think so.
dinosaurs, but the word dinosaur is only 200 years old, so large beasts possibly in the
Yeah.
Bible. I
What's
think
up,
it could be
Omnivore? Good to
dinosaurs.
see you. How you doing, Omnivore? Can you hear us? Okay. Omnivore's probably eating.
Eating anything, obviously, because he's an
Yeah, maybe
omnivore.
he's having issues with his mic or something. I'm not sure. Not don't know if it's a globe or not, but globalist perspective did say he's going to join, so might be someone he knows.
He's an omnivore. He eats vegetables, all things. So he might be a flat earther and a glober. You never know.
Mhm.
Joking.
No idea.
No
But good
such
to
a
know
thing.
what's the chat saying?
Globalist perspective. That's a good.
How
good
about now? Do you hear me?
Hey, how's it going, man? Yes, we can hear
Yep. All right. There we go. All right. I got it.
you. How's it going, man?
It's going. It's going fine. So
That's good.
I got I got a chance to hear you talk about what you think about gravity,
Hey, yeah.
and I don't agree with your take on gravity, but I watched your I guess, short. And you seem to indicate that you think it's density and buoyancy, which I've heard before, but I don't know if I got that right.
No, no. It's relative density disequilibrium. Density and buoyancy is based on specific gravity, and yeah, that's why I don't like the word density and buoyancy though.
Okay.
But do you understand what relative density disequilibrium is?
Well, I understand. I think I understand what you think it is, and I understand, what I think it is. So, we should separate those two different things, right?
I agree.
Okay.
No, I
Let's
agree
see.
because I see a lot of the time people want to rope relative density disequilibrium in with specific gravity, and say, you see, but you require gravity for this, and we say, no, but it's two different things. We
Okay.
yeah.
So, why do you think buoyancy happens? Why does the helium balloon get pushed up?
It's
Or
just Archimedes' principle. It's based on displacement.
right.
We
So
don't. And
everything is moving. Everything has a downward bias, right?
no,
The air does, and the helium does.
no,
Oh, okay.
not everything has a downward bias.
No. Some things go up.
Well,
Air moves in all directions, not down.
so okay. So let's examine that. This is what I think is happening. Everything has a downward bias that may not overcome buoyancy, but it contributes to buoyancy when the denser uh, of the medium is being pulled down and gathers underneath the lighter, uh, material, the less dense material, which has the effect of lifting it up. So, for example, if you put the beach ball into water, the beach ball has a downward bias. If you let it go in the air, it'll fall to the ground. If you let it go in a vacuum, it will fall to the ground. However, the water also has a downward bias. If you let it go in the air, it will fall to the ground. And the water is denser than the mostly air-filled beach ball, right?
Mm-hmm.
So buoyancy happens because that downward bias is causing the water to stay, to have a greater force holding it under the beach ball, which is why if you submerge the beach ball, pulling it down and let it go, the water will crowd under it and push to the surface. That's how
Okay.
I think buoyancy works.
But
Yeah, but did you see? That's the thing. You're assuming it's being pulled to the ground, downward bias. Like I said, there is no downward bias. It's just simply an equilibrium state. So
So you don't think things would fall down?
no, things go down based on their displacement ratios.
Well,
The
yeah.
object
Why not
between
sideways?
medium.
Why not some other direction? That's why I'm calling it a downward
Because
bias. I would think you would.
yeah, but
agree with
there
that.
is no such thing as a downward bias because things go up. You understand? So
No, I
there
don't.
is,
I do not understand.
the thing that gives that direction is just the displacement ratio.
Okay,
That's
so
it.
so I explained to you what's going on with the beach ball, right?
You
What I
try to
think.
explain specific gravity, yes.
Well, I did explain to you what I think is happening. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and it turns out that we can predict how fast an object will rise or fall in a given medium.
Yep. In a medium,
Use
I agree.
well, or in no
Why
medium
is
at
why
all, in a
that's my whole
vacuum
thing.
chamber.
Why always in a medium?
Well, because we typically live in a medium. But if I put something in a vacuum chamber, a helium balloon, it will fall.
Yeah, why not? Why
It
won't it go
will
up?
because it has gravity, it has a downward bias on it.
No, that's the
Yes.
whole.
Oh, yes, yes, it does.
Wait, I'm going to hold you to something.
Uh-huh.
What when you put something in a vacuum? What's the independent variable manipulated?
I don't. It could be pressure. It could be temperature.
the hell is going on?
So
There's
not
lots of
gravity.
things it could be.
So not gravity then, because you're not.
You're not manipulating gravity. No. By the way, I think you have a misunderstanding about science. So
Oh no,
you believe that the
Don't get
independent
me-
variable must be the
Hey,
cause of the phenomenon. That's not
you're
true.
gonna have to let me talk as well, Omnivore.
Well, yeah, let me just clear this up for you real quick, though. The independent variable has a cause and effect relationship with the dependent variable. You can check that. You can go
Yes.
look it up.
I've never said it hasn't. That's why I asked you. You have to actually go and manipulate the independent variable. So if you're claiming gravity, that's the
No,
independent variable that you have to manipulate.
no, you don't.
Yes, it is.
That is a flurf misunderstanding, my guy.
There is no such thing as a flirt misunderstanding. That is science. The independent variable is the presumed cause
No,
that causes the dependent variable to
show
be.
me show me the citation for that.
Okay, I'll get you 10. How's that?
Okay. What you'll see is that it has a cause and effect relationship with a dependent variable.
Yeah. The
That's
dependent variable.
different. No. A cause and effect relationship with another variable does not mean it is the cause. So,
The
for
dependent
example,
The dependent variable is the effect of the independent variable.
no. So let's say,
It's
for
the
example, let
right?
me explain
If
it.
you
Let
do
me
not,
explain.
if you do not manipulate the independent variable, you will not be able to see the dependent variable.
Okay.
The dependent variable is based on the independent variable manipulation.
The change in it is based on the manipulation of the independent
So you
variable. But
manipulate the independent variable.
yes, but the independent variable does not have to be the presumed final cause of the phenomenon. So,
Do
for
you know how
example,
do you
if
know how hypothesis works?
I'm going to give you, I'm going to give you an example to show you. So let's say I'm testing how students do on a test, right, based on the temperature of the room, and I discovered that the cooler the room is within certain parameters, the better they perform on their test. This has been shown to be true. People do better thinking in a cool room than a hot room. I am varying the temperature and I am checking the test scores from the students. However, I would not say that temperature causes test scores, good or bad. I would say that it has an influence on test scores. The ultimate cause of test scores is going to be the students themselves.
No, okay, let's try this again. What is the hypothesis?
The hypothesis is that students do better in a cooler room than in a hot room.
Okay, so the independent variable would be temperature.
Well, actually, yeah, but not the cause of a good or bad test score, just an influence.
Yes, that's what your hypothesis just stated.
Yeah, but that they tend to do better. That they have an average chance of doing better.
Oh, that's the independent variable, is the temperature. Now, what would you go and manipulate in your experiment to validate that hypothesis?
The temperature, and I would check the test scores.
Great. So if the temperature changed and they did do better or they didn't do better, did you validate that hypothesis now?
Sure, yes.
Great. So the independent variable was the thing manipulated.
That's right. However, it is not the ultimate cause.
You said you would give me one where you don't change the independent variable to get the dependent variable. You just told us you got the dependent variable based on manipulating the independent variable, making my case.
Wait a second. So, right. So manipulating the independent variable doesn't have to be I don't have to independently manipulate gravity. That's your misunderstanding. I can manipulate things. Just listen to me. I can manipulate things.
Whoa. You want to push gravity as science where there is no hypothesis, scientific hypothesis and experiment for gravity to
there sure is. There 100% is.
Where?
So we can look at modified Cavendish. Very, very clear.
Cavendish is not an experiment.
It is an experiment. It's absolutely an experiment. The independent experiment is the amount of mass that you use to attract.
Gravity. That's not gravity.
Yes, it is.
No. What's gravity?
Gravity is the effect that mass has on space-time.
No, that's not gravity.
Oh, okay. Gravity in Newton's formulation, it is an attraction between masses.
In space-time, it's just a concept. Just a concept.
Yeah.
You can say that, but we have a lot of good evidence for it. So
evidence for space-time.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Let's do a hypothesis for this then. Okay.
So in the Cavendish experiment, I don't know if you know how the Cavendish works.
I know 100% how it works.
Okay, so the independent variable is either the mass of my attractive mass or the distance of it from the ball on the torsion wire that I am attracting.
Okay, sorry, what's the IV? Say again?
The mass of my attractor.
So mass is the IV. Okay, what's the DV?
The dV is the amount of tension on the torsion wire. I can't believe you don't know this.
No, I'm doing your hypothesis for you, showing you that it's not the scientific hypothesis. It's not
I,
gravity.
I,
dV
I
amount
hope.
of
I hope.
torsion.
Okay. Good luck.
dV is amount of torsion.
Yep.
Okay, let me put this on screen quickly so everybody can see. Dude, I've been through this many times. Not the
And
first time.
right, and I understand, and you misunderstood it each time it appears.
Okay, so we're going to say again. Your IV is mass.
Yep.
Your dV is the amount of torsion.
Yep.
So where's gravity?
Gravity is the attractive force that creates torsion
No,
based on mass.
No.
Yes, it is.
You claimed Cavendish is the cause is gravity. Now you're giving me the cause as mass. Is mass gravity?
Gravity is an effect of mass.
No, it's not.
We don't have gravity without mass. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, but
What's
sorry.
mass?
Mass can have a lot of different definitions. It's generally measured in kilograms. However, the one that I most like here is a measure of inertia.
It's resistance to inertia.
It's not resistance to inertia. It's just
That's
inertia.
also one definition for mass, resistance to inertia.
Well, no. Inertia is resistance, so you're wrong about that.
That's a
Looking
definition.
fast then, gravity or mass, because you need gravity to make mass, according to you guys, and mass for gravity. So it's the chicken and egg thing when it comes to gravity.
No, it's not. It's not at all. So you agree that we do see a increase in tension on the torsion wire that is proportional to the mass that we use. You don't agree with that.
Right.
So you don't agree with the findings of the Cavendish experiment. Oh.
Again, you claiming gravity is the independent variable. Okay.
No, I'm not claiming gravity.
So then gravity is not. Then you can't use Cavendish
I
as
can.
an experiment for gravity.
Yes, I can. So
It's torsion. Wait, can I talk for more than 2 seconds? Torsion. The torsion bar is showing torque based on the masses and the distance between them.
Correct.
That's not gravity. That's called torque. That's called torque. It's physics.
So
Okay.
what?
Now the thing is,
Wait. Okay.
Not tell me what's what. You
Right, well,
claim that gravity is the cause.
I'm explaining
Where
to you. Yeah.
is gravity the cause if your independent variable is the mass?
Okay. The gravity is the name that we give to the attractive force.
There is no.
So you don't think that Cavendish detects an attractive force?
No, there's no attractive force.
So okay, but that means you just don't believe in the results of the experiment.
No. I can show you experiments because science is about repeatability and validation. I can show you experiments where they go the opposite way, or where there nothing happens, or it goes chaotic.
Well, I can.
Wait. The thing is, you just made a claim that Cavendish is a scientific experiment for validating the hypothesis for gravity. Yet the IV is not gravity.
Doesn't matter. That is your misunderstanding. No, it absolutely.
Saying, you can't just claim it's something that it's not. Your IV is always the presumed force. So can you show me?
That's not true. Show me that you think it's
finish his sentence.
okay. Show me where you think it's a presumed force. That's not what it means. That's not how the
That is what an
scientific method
independent
works.
variable is. It's a presumed cause.
No, it's not. It just has a causal relationship with the dependent variable, which this does. The amount of mass proportionately reflects the amount of torsion. What you're doing now is you're dodging between.
I'm not dodging anything. You haven't given me what you said.
You're 100% dodging, and let me explain why.
You have not given me gravity. You've given me mass. Mass is not gravity.
So the reason why you're dodging is because you slip from being.
No. I'm going to stop you now. Is mass gravity?
From being from admitting it does have an IV, you just don't like it.
Is mass gravity?
Yes. Mass is the cause. Mass is the cause of gravity.
Mass is not gravity. Can you bring me one citation that says mass is gravity, please?
I would say that I can bring you citations that mass creates gravity.
So gravity is not the cause then. It's mass that causes gravity. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Gravity is the effect.
So Cavendish, guys, is not an experiment that validates gravity. it validates mass.
If you think that if you think that that's the correct way of saying it, I'm okay with that. But the fact is, what you get out of Cavendish is the gravitational constant.
You don't.
You do. So
They tell-
you're dodging
What
back
happens- wait,
you're dodging back to
wait.
claim the experiment
If I
doesn't work.
bring up, if I can do the Cavendish experiment, as you put it, and it gives a null result, that means it has now been not repeatable, therefore invalidating your hypothesis.
Okay, so if you can't do it correctly, that's true. However, it turns out that
like if that says if it doesn't show the desired result, therefore it's not done correct. Is that what you say?
I'm fine with you falsifying gravity if you think you can, but we both know you can't. So by all means, go ahead.
You can't prove it either.
Yeah, the whole point is you haven't gone to validate gravity yet to say it's falsifiable.
I have.
No. You've given Cavendish, which was meant to calculate Earth's mean density. It was a demonstration, not an experiment. Okay. You're not even giving the correct independent variable.
So no,
So
it is.
I'm going to ask you again. Can you give me an experiment and hypothesis that says gravity, please? That gravity is the independent variable.
So you do not need gravity to be an independent variable. That is a mistake that you are making, and it's pretty much a constant one. Here, I'm going to share my screen if I can.
Okay, share screen.
Yeah, let me see if I can do this. Okay, Cavendish in a vacuum. So this is a experiment that was done a little while ago, a couple of years ago, I think. I don't remember exactly. But what they did was it's a modified version of Cavendish where they have a Faraday shield. They use lasers to detect the torsion.
You mean like Billy Blue Balls, he did it.
Yeah.
What the?
We name him Billy Blue Balls. He did it in his shed.
Well, whatever. This was done in a vacuum chamber. It used Faraday shielding. Everything was grounded, so it gets rid of all those lovely electrostatics that you guys like to think about. And
I didn't say anything about electrostatics.
I know. I'm just letting you know. Just get ahead of the curve.
We don't ascribe to electrostatics.
That's good. You shouldn't. Right. Electrostatics is easily debunkable. So this is the citation.
And gravity. Electrostatics, it can be manipulated. Gravity can't because gravity is not even an independent variable. So that's
right.
false.
I know you. That's what you believe. Show me your citation.
I can show you science where electrostatics is a thing. You can't show me.
No. That's bullshit. Show me the citation that says that the independent variable must be the cause of the phenomenon.
Okay, getting it for you.
Can a fraudster address something? Fraudbuster. Yeah. Go for it, Fraudbuster. Oh.
Who's?
Yeah. He just put something in chat. He said, he would like
they can easily debunk electrostatics.
Oh, it's you, is it, Roger?
Super
I'm in here. I didn't put that in there.
Oh, you didn't put that in there. Okay, I thought that was you.
No, that was him. I've seen this experiment already. Yeah, it's the constant rate that the torsion bar actually twists towards each mass. Is that what you're talking about? Gravity.
It twists towards the mass
in a vacuum chamber.
Yes,
and that's a natural experiment, right?
Yep.
That happens in nature everywhere, dude. There's vacuum chambers and torsion bars just sitting around.
It does. This is another misunderstanding.
Sure,
let me explain to you.
This is not a misunderstanding. I know what you're
doing.
It is
100% a misunderstanding. So the attraction happens everywhere in nature. We just don't have a vacuum chamber and Faraday shield everywhere in order to isolate the attraction. Doesn't matter. That's another misunderstanding.
No, it does matter because you're doing natural science. To do natural science, you require nature.
No, you do not.
Yes, you do. Anyway,
wait. So you're wrong about that.
No, I'm not.
How?
Yes, you are. So you're wrong about natural. You think natural science means
you're not going to tell us you're wrong.
out
if
in
you
the
don't
woods.
even know what an independent and dependent variable is.
I
man.
do. I 100% do.
I got a few citations up for you quickly. Okay.
Okay.
First one: the independent variable is the cause. Its value is dependent of the other variables in your study. The dependent variable is the effect. Its value depends on the changes in the independent variable. So you
Yep.
manipulate the independent variable to
They're
get the
talking
dependent.
about a cause and effect relationship between the two variables, not the cause of the
So
phenomenon.
manipulation of independent variable to get the effect of dependent variable. Well done.
No,
So I'm correct.
they are.
Okay.
Here you go. Here.
What is the
So,
independent variable? The independent
so
variable is the one that is changed by the scientist. Why
correct.
just one? Well, if you changed more than one variable, it would be hard to figure out which one change is causing what you observe.
That is
For example,
100% right. But the
what if you-
observation is in the dependent variable. It does not have to be the cause of the phenomenon. That is a
yes, it
misunderstanding.
literally
Here,
says it on.
I'm sharing a screen now that shows the first thing I pulled up on Google that
Oh,
you can go
Google.
look at.
Nice.
Yeah,
It, it
well,
literally, it literally
Come on.
saying it on screen now. The independent variable is the one that is changed by the scientist.
correct.
So, if you change this independent variable, will you get the dependent variable?
You will change the dependent variable. There is a cause and effect relationship between them, but that does not mean that can be by changing the distance of the mass or by changing the amount of the mass. Those are both perfectly
So I'm
fine
going to ask
independent
you. I'm going to
variables.
ask you very simple. Is it the independent variable or independent variables?
Independent variable.
One. So
Yep.
when you make a hypothesis and you want to figure out a cause, you use one IV, correct?
That is one way of doing it. Yes.
No, that's the way of doing it. That's
No,
the
you
science.
don't necessarily. So you're
So
wrong.
pseudoscience.
No, it's not pseudoscience. This
Yeah.
is perfectly standard ordinary science. You can tell by reading the descriptions that Flatzoid has pulled up that you're wrong about the independent variable having to be the ultimate cause of the phenomenon. You're just not right about that.
Okay, so
The
in
independent
the
variable.
Cavendish.
Yeah, the independent variable, the variable that is stable and unaffected by other variables you are trying to measure. It refers to the condition of an experiment that is systematically manipulated by the
That-
investigator. It
that's
is the
right.
presumed cause. You told me it's not the presumed cause.
So what it is, the presumed cause is the effect on the dependent variable. The silica fiber, the torsion of the silica fiber is the dependent variable. The
No, it's not.
distance, yes,
The
it
torque,
is.
the torque, the torsion,
Yes.
of the
Yeah,
the.
yeah. That's the silica
So,
fiber that
so
I'm
let's
talking
go back
about.
to again. To get back to your hypothesis. So the independent variable is mass,
Yep. This
not
could
gravity.
you can say that and you can think that that means something, but you have
It does.
well, let me explain what.
You
Well,
want this to be a valid.
don't run away from this. Do
I'm
you
not running away
think
from it. I'm
you
running into
are?
you, dude. You keep
You're
talking
running away
over
from
me.
it. You're running away from it
I'm
right now.
what am I running away from? Right
You're
here.
the one
Okay.
just go blah, 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 blah.
I'll
Slow
explain.
down, dude. Relax.
How can anybody run when you're just blah, 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 blah?
You're running away. Yep.
How is that running away when you're the one talking?
No,
Well-
running away from what, dude?
You're running away from the fact that the Cavendish
For what?
experiment observes an attraction. There is an attraction.
No, it
force.
doesn't. I can show you the Cavendish done where it does not show any attraction. It shows opposite. It shows repulsion. I can show you where it goes chaotic. I show where it shows nothing. That's total nonsense.
No,
can't
that's
even
not true.
do-
It 100%. It 100% does.
This whole-
And this, I've put my
Oh,
citation
why?
on
Why do you
screen.
always have to do this? Why, whenever I give a statement, you talk over me?
Exactly.
I'm going to
Because-
say this. You started off with telling me you have a scientific hypothesis and experiment to validate gravity.
Yep,
You
I
have
do.
not given one. Cavendish is not about gravity; it's the mass, as you
This
put it. Mass
this is
gravity. So I'm asking you
is
either
this is the measurement of gravitational coupling between millimeter-sized masses.
Mute him.
Still
Dude,
talks.
you talk over everybody.
Yeah.
Mute him
Omnivore.
while you're talking flats because he's just not listening. He's just
You ever had
talking.
a back and
Every
forth
time you
before?
talk, he talks. So you got to mute him when you're talking. Nobody's got to hear a word you're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. Let's just try it one more time.
Cool.
Omnivore, you made a claim that you can give us a scientific hypothesis and experiment for gravity, not for mass. Mass is not gravity. So, would you please concede then your hypothesis is not gravity, or will you just give us one that does have one for gravity, please?
So I've already explained to you, and you should know this. What this what this paper establishes is there is an attractive force. You claim there's not, but this citation proves you wrong, unfortunately for you. And that amount of attraction, it turns out, is directly what we would calculate from the universal gravitational principle of Newton, or from relativity. Turns out that this is good evidence for gravity. You're going to have to jump between it's not science and there is no attraction. Those two things are not related. If you think there really is no attraction, I can show you numerous experiments that do show the attraction. So
Okay. Again.
So don't claim it doesn't work.
Wait. Is science repeatable?
Yep.
If you go and do the science and it shows opposite of that, it has invalidated it. You only need one to invalidate a hypothesis.
Not necessarily, no.
Yes, necessarily, because it means that's not the cause.
I can explain. No, I can explain this to you. So,
Sure, you can.
Just having one, if I set up an experiment and it doesn't show what what my hypothesis thinks it should show, and I repeat that experiment and it consistently does not show that, then yes, it invalidates the hypothesis. However, in this case, this experiment is done all over the world all the time. School children do it in colleges and things like that, and yes, it does produce the attraction. This paper shows it. This paper shows you.
No. I'm going to tell you again. Cavendish wanted to how can I put it, calculate Earth's mean density. He didn't do it as first of all. C.V. Boyes attributed to him later on. Okay,
I'm well aware of this line of nonsense. This is nonsense.
Newton didn't want to describe gravity because he found it absurdity. Okay, Cavendish was sitting with a telescope in a shed. Correct?
Okay. I'm sharing the screen of what I'm talking about.
What was Cavendish trying to do?
Show what I'm sharing. Put that up on the screen. There you go. This is what I'm talking about. This was done in 2021. This is done in 2021. Okay? So it was not done in a shed. It was not done by a guy named Cavendish.
You know which one this was. We actually was laughing at the guy that did it.
Well, you can be laughing all you want, but this absolutely shows
nothing happened until he went into his garage and actually bumped the apparatus.
In this case, no. This isn't in the garage.
We watched it live. It was a live stream.
This is not in the garage. I'm showing you this thing right now. No, you have not seen somebody do this. Okay? This is done in a vacuum chamber.
Yes, he did in a vacuum chamber.
And with a Faraday shield and using gold balls.
And a laser and a mirror. Yes.
I promise you haven't seen this.
Did Billy Blue Balls do this exact same thing?
No, he may have done something similar. But
he did exactly that thing, and we watched it live. It was like,
well, look, Flatzoid. If you think,
dude,
can I finish talking? And the thing is, when nothing was happening. He actually had to go into the shed and cause it to make something happen.
So
can you
have
every 2 seconds? Getting irritating to close private chat, man.
I'm sure.
It is.
Thanks.
This is absurd. Yeah, you're right. This is absurd.
Looked at Cavendish actual paper before.
Why? He just asked you to stop doing that, and you said yeah, sure, and you're still doing it.
Doing what?
Right in the private chat.
Oh, I'm typing in the private chat because you guys don't want to.
You
don't want to hear what I'm saying.
You're the only one talking. Wow. You can't say we're not listening. You're the only one talking. When Flats tries to talk, you just talk all over him. Will you stop writing in the private chat?
Still doing
No. No.
Well,
So
go then.
go ahead.
It's
Go ahead.
open.
I want
It
to respond to Flatzoid, and
Well,
I can't
respond to
do that.
Flatzoid. You don't have to respond to him in private chat.
I am responding to Flatzoid. So you're wrong about what Blue Marble Science did having anything to do with this. I haven't
So
seen
those are
it.
blue marble science.
You know, I know that you're desperately
He does has blue
holding.
marble science, guys.
You're-
Okay, so
you're-
actually he has been around, and he does. This guy's just trolling us.
Yeah.
No,
Of course he is.
no.
Because first of all, I'm going to say this again. You have yet to show me a scientific hypothesis and experiment for gravity. Stop bringing up Cavendish, which has nothing to do with your claim. You
So-
gave an IV for mass, not an IV for gravity. The
So-
independent variable is always the presumed cause for your dependent variable. Your
Nope.
independent variable is not gravity, so the experiment you're trying to present is not gravity.
You're
Can you
wrong
please
about
show
that.
for gravity?
You're
Well,
wrong
you
about that.
Talk with the bloody private chat.
You're wrong about that. I'm letting you know that you're wrong.
Yeah, but
I
you
mean-
don't need to write in private chat. You can talk.
I
Yeah, dude.
can't talk because then I'm talking over him.
All you do is
Oh my
talk.
goodness! All you do is been talking.
All right. I'm telling you, you're wrong about IV and that this is a perfect experiment, and that the fact that you saw something weird happen on Blue Marble Science has nothing to do with this.
Well, I'm telling you, you're deluded.
Well, you say I'm deluded, but I'm the one who's got a citation here.
Yeah,
You've
you're
got
also
citation.
rude,
Oh,
Ash.
that's brilliant. Fantastic.
You're
That
so
proves
rude.
everything.
There you go. You've got. Would you like to see the one they did with several tons of liquid mercury and steel bars? I can
Oh,
bring that one up.
I'm sure it's
You
really
know, have
interesting.
you realized you haven't once actually just answered what I asked for? By the way, do you know that these oscillations are just based on averages because they're always different?
Yeah.
So, not a constant. The
It-
constant is an
so-
average.
all measurements have what's called a margin of error, which you should know, and that means that you're not always guaranteed to get the same thing to 4 or 5 significant digits every time. But if you do repeatable experiments and all of them cluster significantly around a certain number, then you have a statistically important, finding. That's how.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you
natural
again.
science works.
So I'm going to ask you again. If you have a constant for your gravity,
It's like
would that
gravity,
constant
universal
always
gravitational
stay- well,
constant.
would that constant always stay constant?
Presumably, yes.
And does it always stay constant?
Presumably, yes.
It doesn't. That's
Well,
why it's
you
an
say-
average.
You claim that, but
Even
what
if you have the same controls, wait, you can have all the controls the exact same. You can change literally make it exactly the same as what it was and repeat it. It gives different
So-
results. That's why it's an
no,
average.
no,
Do
it
you
doesn't.
know why? Whoa. So is gravity fluctuating?
Okay, there's two things that you need to. Yeah. I know this is confusing. So
I'm
the
not
gravitation.
confused.
you are
I'm
entirely.
really
Oh,
you are
listen,
intensely.
You're
Well, let
confused
me
because you
finish.
don't know when to shut up.
No, he's just a
You
tune tart.
talk over everybody. I don't even know who you are. Obviously, you think you're some
He's a tune
dinosaur.
tart.
But you're
Omnivore's
so
been
rude.
around for a
You've got
while.
no manners. You are vile.
You're a tune tart. Simple as that. Tune sent him
I'm
over.
gonna
He
try this
is,
again.
though. Listen to him. Like, your
Yeah.
ego is massive, mate. Massive. You
I
just
agree with you.
are just another glow card piece
I
of
just-
crap.
I'm just going to
Look,
make
really are.
If you could
All I'm
actually
gonna do now-
respond to what
I'm
I'm
gonna do
saying,
If
you
you
have a
could.
point. But you
Okay, I muted him so I
If
can
you
make
could
my point.
shut the fuck up when people are talking,
Babe,
I just
language.
muted him quickly.
he's a
I
twat.
muted so I can
But
make my
language, babe.
Sorry,
Okay.
I'm going.
Okay, I love you.
He
Hey.
needs to shut up.
Love you.
Yeah.
Love
Anyway,
you.
I'm making my statement quickly, so I muted him because I don't want to debate the guy that doesn't even understand what an embedded variable is. Okay? So the statement is straight. Omnivore, you came on, you made a claim, you are unable to back it up. You made claims saying, I don't understand, when I literally bring up citations showing you don't understand. I am explaining to you, you do not have an independent variable as gravity for your claim, therefore it is false. Now, I'm done debating you because you obviously don't have any humbleness to just concede that you're wrong and you can't actually show truth for your gravity belief system. Where I can show you actual scientific evidence for displacement. It's called Archimedes' principle. And no, Archimedes' principle does not need gravity. It was actually done 1,900 years before gravity was even postulated. You do not need gravity for things to fall. That is your belief. Until you can actually provide a scientific hypothesis and experiment for then, until then it's just a belief. Now I will leave it to the rest of the panel to debate you, because I clearly don't need to debate a guy that doesn't know what an independent and a dependent variable is. Thank you.
This guy really thinks science is things like technology is science. Look, he's not even worth it. Somebody just said in chat, he's a chat scan from FED. So he's been sent from McToon or FTFE or somebody. Oh, that's lovely, Link.
No, it doesn't, dude. Archimedes' principle uses gravity because of the what?
Because of rho GV, but that wasn't there. Archimedes' principle was made 1,000 years before gravity was even postulated.
Do you think boats didn't float before gravity was invented?
There was no gravity.
It's invented. Yeah, I know. They didn't need it.
Somebody did invent gravity, didn't they? It was invented, you're right, in someone's head.
No, it was invented as a result of observation. I know you want to. Yeah, you want to talk over me. I understand that. I get
You're the one that's talking over everybody. So
no, I'm not. When I type in the chat, you can't talk over me.
You do not have anything.
And you
nothing new. Nothing new.
So I'm going to explain this to you again. The effects of gravity are observed without having to have a name for it. We had boats work long before Newton formalized the gravity. However, it turns out that in order to calculate how fast something rises or falls in Archimedes' principle, you have to use the gravitation of 9.8 meters per second, because, as I said, the buoyancy is the effect of gravity pulling everything down. Everything has a downward bias. And
everything has massive, a downward bias?
Yep. And the more massive things, that's why, air does too, right? You can get one of those. Yeah, it does. You can get one of those barometer apps on your phone, your smartphone, and you can.
No, I have a barometer. I don't need a barometer app, dude.
Well, you can show what's on your camera. You can do it right now in front of us. How the air is denser at the bottom of your office than if you hold that very sensitive barometer up to the ceiling of the office. You will see that it's denser down below. Magically denser.
Magically. Oh yeah. So.
Well, it's a downward bias. Yep.
Okay, so this affects gas too, right? You're going to tell me that.
Right? So I just told you could use a barometer app, right?
Sure. Yeah, barometers actually prove that. It has nothing to do with anything else, right? There's no other variables in there. And just gravity, right? Yeah.
No, there's other. Well, I don't know what you mean by that, but I think that statement doesn't make any sense.
If gas has a downward bias, if I open a container, it automatically goes down.
So I see your misunderstanding. No, well,
it's not a misunderstanding. I'm making an
observation. Yes, you are. Yeah, you're misunderstanding. So gas is a collection of very high kinetic value kinetic energy molecules or atoms. So they're all moving around pretty quickly, and they are not coupled together like we find in solids and liquids. However, although they can have a directional motion in any direction, all of them have that little bit of force pulling them down. They don't necessarily go down because you can have forces pulling you in more than one direction, or you can have velocity or momentum going in any other direction. However, you will find if you use your barometer app that the gases in your office is denser at the floor than at the ceiling, and you can go do that outside. You can do that.
That's all. There's more gas bottom. It doesn't make gas go down, go boom, boom.
Wow. Yes, it does. Unfortunately for you guys, it does.
That's if you can show me one gas molecule standing still, I'll eat my hat.
I'm sure you would. What it shows you is that there is a stochastic tendency for gas to be denser further down. And this
what is a gas? I think break it down. What is a gas?
Gas is who's asking this? Is this Flatzoid?
Does gas?
It ain't Flatzoid, dude.
Yeah, it does gas.
Flatzoid. I thought we were calling people by other names because of Blue Marble Science. We're not doing that?
What?
What I'm asking you, if gas stops moving or not. That's all I'm asking you. Why are you
calling Blue Marble Science by a different name? I thought that's how we were doing it.
Oh my
Guys
God.
and Joe.
Oh, okay. I got it. So you can do it, but not me.
Stop moving. Can you show me gas ever stop moving, please?
Yes, when we take
Where?
gas, and we freeze it.
You don't get zero
Changing
Kelvin in
state.
nature.
Oh, wow.
We don't
Here
get
we've
zero
been around
Kelvin
this.
in nature.
You
Heck,
do.
we can't even recreate zero Kelvin.
So
It's
it doesn't. We
impossible.
don't have to create 0 Kelvin.
You do.
When we-
That's the only. You have to create it in
don't.
zero Kelvin to get a gas to stop moving. Thank
No.
you. You have been shown once again to be not.
Let me explain.
But
Let
the
me
gas
explain.
is
No,
So,
no,
You guys
no.
yes,
go on.
I can explain what you're wrong about. So when you freeze a gas and you transition it from the gas state to the liquid or the solid phase, although yes, there is still slight Brownian motion in solids, there is absolutely not the same degree of motion that you find in a gas. It is entirely different, extremely different, and that is
Okay.
you don't
Can
have
I
to
ask a
pull to
real quick
absolute
question here?
Zero.
Okay,
Jeff,
when
hey.
the gas is frozen, is it still a gas?
No, it has transitioned to liquid or solid.
Okay, so
Phase
there you
change.
go. It's no longer a gas, so you can't show us that a gas has stopped moving.
Well, a gas doesn't stop moving. That's defined by being a gas.
Yeah,
I
there
mean,
you go.
You
I
said you
explained that
could.
to you. No, I explained to you that the gas has molecules moving in all direction, but each of those has a slight downward bias, which is why you get higher density closer to the surface of the Earth than you do higher up, which you all know happens.
Concentration of gases is not gas go down, go boom boom. Told you.
It is. It is. I'm sorry, but it actually is.
No, it is not. Can you please bring me a bucket of propane?
Bring a
Without
what?
containment.
A
No
bucket of
containment neither.
propane.
Yeah, we need a bucket
No,
of propane.
when you say no containment, you mean no physical containment, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about.
Because I can show you magnetic fields containing gas.
Oh, we're
Yeah,
going
but
magnetic
a
fields
magnetic
now.
field containing gas it's ionized gas, not gas. You can't
That's
use
right.
magnetic fields to go and contain more gas if it's not ionized.
So
you know that.
So I'll give you.
When you
Okay,
use
so
it-
I understand you don't
you
like
know,
that.
you know how ionized gas
Don't
is,
like what,
is not
dude?
a normal gas.
I do.
And
I
it's a
I
different state
understand
of
you don't
matter.
like it. I understand you don't like it.
Oh,
Okay.
just shut up and get on with what you're going
There
to
is
say. I
no,
understand you don't
keep
like
saying,
it. No,
yeah,
it's just
you
not
keep
true.
saying I don't understand when I'm the one that has to stop you and educate you every time you open your damn
You
mouth.
have a if you understand. I gave you a link that you can look at to learn about IV and DVs.
You have
I know
not
you won't
given
read it.
me gravity yet as an
Yes,
IV.
I did. Yes,
You
I
have
did.
not given me an IV for gravity.
I did. So
You gave mass.
The
You gave
reason
mass.
why,
You know the
yeah,
difference.
but the reason why you're
Mass is
hiding
not
from this,
gravity.
you are
Get off
hiding
your
from
little
this.
big boy shoes
You
now and
are-
be a man.
you
and
are
just
hiding
admit you
from
do
this.
Not have gravity as science. It's as simple as that.
So let me explain why it's not, why you think it is, or why you think it has to be. What you are doing is you are trying to claim that there is no measured attraction. That is the ultimate hill you have to try to die on. Otherwise, you're fucked. Because you know that the science shows there is a attraction force.
There is
it
no
is
science for
repeatable.
gravity.
Yes, there is.
Stop
So
making
there is an
explanations
attract.
that
Right,
you're not-
right. So this is where you break.
Give me the science for gravity.
This is where
Give me the
I
science
break
for
you. This is
gravity.
where
I'm
I
not
break
This
you.
is where I break you.
Gravity.
Look at the hubris from this guy. He's absolutely ridiculous. This is where
Just
I
give
break.
Talk
science
one at a
for
time,
gravity.
guys.
Yeah. Just give the science for gravity. Don't make a declaration. Just give the science for gravity. You have failed so far just to give an independent variable for gravity.
Have not.
You have.
No. Yes.
Where?
So gravity. First off, do we agree that there is an attractive force detected?
No.
Okay. Wait. So I have shown you a citation for it. How do you debunk that citation?
With experiment that proves your hypothesis.
So that doesn't work, unfortunately, because I have an experiment that does prove my hypothesis. So the fact that you've got one that doesn't,
so it's not repeatable in all cases.
It is 100% repeatable. This has been repeated.
No. This is what peer review is for. You go.
This is a peer reviewed paper. This is a
wait.
peer reviewed paper.
When you go and do a peer review, you are replicating the experiment. If it shows to not do the same as the claimed validation, then it means it is invalidated. Do you understand it? Only need one.
No,
only
you
need
don't.
one.
No, you
only
don't.
need one to
No,
show
you do
that
not.
it is invalidated.
That is not true.
Yes, it is.
So,
This is science, man.
I'll explain
your
why.
belief
I'll
system,
explain why.
your belief system has
You
no
have to
ground in
show.
science. I muted him again because he doesn't shut the hell up while I'm talking.
He doesn't.
So Omnivore,
Now
I'm
he'll
going
take
to
chat.
unmute you again. Show an independent variable where gravity is the independent variable in any experiment. Just one. I don't want to hear you don't understand, want to call names, blah, blah, blah. Just present an independent variable where gravity is the independent variable for your claimed experiment. Just one. Guys, you all heard this very clear?
Yeah.
Great.
Yes.
Now I'm unmuting you. Go ahead.
Okay, so you're wrong. I'm sorry, you're just wrong. So
Okay.
you can't.
Because I just said, I don't want to hear you don't understand, you're wrong, blah, blah, blah. Just show me. I'm going to try this one more time. Present a scientific hypothesis and experiment where gravity is the independent variable. Don't want to hear anything else. Just present. That's it. Not hard to understand. Just present.
Okay, I am sharing my screen. We're going to talk through this, and then you'll run away from it.
Oh, shut up. Stop being an idiot, man.
All right. So what they're doing here is they have a setup that does a very good job of isolating all other known forces, right? It isolates, electrostatics, magnetics, it isolates vibration, and it isolates everything else. Casimir forces, they chose sizes for Casimir forces. So this isolates all the other bullshit. And what we find here, this is a peer-reviewed paper. It was quite popular when it came out in 2001. And you can see acknowledgments. And if you go search for it, you'll find that it has a lot of citations. So what this does is it shows that the predictions made by the theories of gravity are validated. So you don't like it, but it does validate the theories of gravity because the amount of attraction is proportional to the masses in the way that the universal law of gravitation says they should be.
Okay, I don't know. Maybe I should speak another language. I want an experiment where gravity is the independent variable.
You don't need one. You have attractive force. The
or
force
something
is
to be, sorry. You
the
are
force
trying
is
to
deep in the
provide.
variable.
You're trying to provide gravity is the cause for attraction of masses.
Right. And we have
the
two masses.
Independent variable.
Mm-hmm. We have two masses.
Gravity is not the independent variable here. Therefore, gravity is not the cause for this experiment you're claiming.
So what do you think the cause is? What do you think the cause is?
You're saying mass. Not
okay. So
gravity.
you think mass is the cause of the attraction?
No, I don't think anything. I don't
so
think.
I know you can't engage with this experiment.
You're making it. It's not a damn experiment for gravity. I'm asking you again.
This experiment wrecks you.
Provide me.
Okay.
Go and provide.
You believe it does.
I know it does.
No, you don't. You don't know shit. You know nothing.
So in this case, the attractive force has a cause and effect relationship, with the proximity of the test mass has a cause and effect relationship with the attractive force measured on the torsion wire. That is all you need.
Let's put it this way. So if I change the mass, it changes the outcome.
Yes.
If I change the distance, it changes the outcome.
Correct.
If I change the density, it changes the outcome.
Could.
If I change the medium it's in, it changes the outcome.
Not necessarily.
Yes, it does.
Not necessarily.
Yes, it does.
Well, what you do is you'd have an additional factor, but doing it in a vacuum.
I'm going to quickly debunk everything you've just said. What happens if you
can't debunk anything. Oh my God.
If you put an object on a scale in a vacuum, does it get heavier?
If you put an object on a scale in a vacuum? So you can actually, so it depends on how you have the scale set up.
It's
So
a yes
if-
or no question. Does it get heavier or lighter in a vacuum?
If the scale has air inside it and is not completely sealed, then
There you go, guys. This guy's just dishonest. He doesn't want to just admit it's relative
so
density.
what you
Not
get.
gravity. I cannot present to us anything for gravity. Thank you for playing Omnivore. You can't provide any evidence for your belief system.
This experiment 100% does.
Okay.
You can see it right there. We could read through it, and you could say, "Oh, gosh, they really are experiencing."
You got to say and type it at the same time, dude.
You have to
Stop.
say it and type it. You said the exact same thing saying it orally as you did typing it.
Well, it's right here. We can talk through it. So the last decades have seen numerous experimental confirmations of Einstein's theory of relativity, our best working theory of gravity, which is true. We see all sorts of things that are effects of gravity. We see things like gravitational lensing, the Einstein circle, and the Einstein cross, when we look at things far distant in the cosmos. We see things like time dilation when we do an experiment.
We do?
An atomic clock. So a bunch of students and Air Force Academy cadets did an experiment with an atomic clock at Pikes Peak.
We know this,
mountain
dude.
you may have heard of. I don't think you do. So
yeah,
they took the atomic clock from the base of Pikes Peak to the top of Pikes Peak, and they observed the amount of time dilation that they would expect that relativity predicts. Are you familiar with that experiment?
So not force then. Relativity is not a force. Well done. So just debunk Newton. Thanks.
No,
Jeff
so we haven't.
Jeff Conkle, thank you very much for your $5 super chat. It says John 1:1. In the beginning was the Word. The Word was with God, and Word was God. Amen. 100% agree, man. Really appreciate it. Super chat, you rock. So yeah, not in the beginning was gravity. It was God. I agree.
No, I am religious. I am a Christian.
Well, I'm religious, but I'm a Christian.
That's amazing, dude. That's amazing to hear you're a Christian,
Well,
dude.
so you're a Christian, Omnivore?
I am.
Awesome. So how would you? I'm sorry to say, but how would you read Genesis 1 as a globe then?
So I read it the same way that I read the Psalms. Reading the beginning of Genesis, I believe that it covers the spiritually important parts of the creation of the earth and all around it, and that it explains it in a way that is spiritually relevant, the same way that all the rest of the book.
So you don't believe Genesis is? You don't believe that Genesis is historical narrative?
I don't believe it's literal narrative. No.
So in other words, when God spoke to Moses,
hello everyone.
Hey Jonas, good to see you, man. So when God spoke to Moses, and he told him how he created everything, you think it's not literal?
I see no reason why it would necessarily be literal.
Do you believe in evolution and the Big Bang?
I believe that those are the best explanations we currently have using our God-given intellect. So we have intellects.
That's all I needed to know. That's all I needed to know.
Intellects that God gave us.
Omnivore, can I ask you a question?
We use those intellects. Yes, go ahead.
Could you please provide one example when something can be created out of nothing, please?
So I believe that God is responsible for the creation of the universe and everything in creation. So that would be my example.
Okay, please show me one example from the history. Probably you claim that the Earth is billions of years or whatever. Please show me one example when non-life created life.
So you're talking about abiogenesis, which is different from evolution or the Big Bang, even though you guys try really hard to lump it all together.
I'm asking a specific question.
Yeah, I know. I'm explaining for the audience. I'm explaining for the audience what's going on here. You want to talk about abiogenesis, okay?
But no.
He's talking about the big.
Provide your claim. That's all. He's not talking about abiogenesis. You are trying to reverse the burden onto him now with abiogenesis.
No, he is talking about when he talks about
life. You just said you believe in evolution.
Life
you believe in evolution.
That's different from abiogenesis.
He's asking you.
Omnivore, please listen. I asked you a very specific question. Please provide one example when we can observe that the non-life created life. It's a very simple question, very basic question.
Yeah. Okay. I do not have that example, and I have no opinion on abiogenesis. I think that
Thank you very
evolution
much.
is something that we can observe. I think that the
No,
creation
it's
of the
not
universe.
observable. Prove observation. There's no observation of evolution at all.
So I think we all agree that microevolution happens, right?
No.
No.
So, okay. So
adaptation is not evolution.
Adaptation, not evolution.
Adaptation,
Okay.
mutation is not evolution.
Okay,
Right.
just one last question from me.
I understand. I know the dance.
Just
What
one
dance?
more question
We're
from
not
me,
dancing.
last one.
There's no
Omnivore, could you please tell us what gravity is?
So the gravity is the attractive force between two masses, or multiple.
No. I'm asking you what it is. Don't describe it. I'm asking you what it is.
So I don't claim to know what it is. Neither did Newton. The description that you're hunting for, that you think is the gotcha, is that I would describe it as warping space-time. However, this is because you don't understand what is meant by warping space-time.
No. I do not stand under you. I can
You
comprehend.
do understand. You do stand under me. Are you a free man? Are you just traveling now?
Yes, I am a free man.
Okay,
I'm a free man.
You're not driving. You're
under
traveling.
anyone.
You're traveling. I got it. You're gonna get that Admiralty law is gonna get you. Get your Black's Law dictionary
Why are
ready.
you talking about that now when he's asking you simple questions?
Yeah, we're asking a question.
Because he said he doesn't stay. Because he said he doesn't stand under me.
I'm
And-
not standing.
Don't stand under
Listen,
you.
please
You
listen.
don't.
I'm not standing under any man. I'm only standing under God.
Okay.
It's very simple. If you are choosing to stand under someone, it's your own choice, which you have right to do. You're entitled to it. But I
Well,
choose not to stand under anyone.
Right, you
Only
do not-
standing under God.
Well said.
Right. You don't comprehend what is meant by space-time. So
Thank you for
Oh,
correcting
my
yourself.
goodness.
Oh, wait, I just want to
Appreciate
say
it.
You
I
can't
was
even
gonna say-
explain it anyway.
I can-
It's not a
you
real
guys go on,
thing.
though. I was
I
gonna say thank
can
you.
explain this. I can explain this if you guys
No,
want.
you can't.
Me.
Before you guys go on, I missed Matthew DeRoggio's thank you sticker. Thank you very much for your sticker, dude. You rock.
So, as you
Nice
claim,
thinking.
Omnivore, you don't
Dude,
really
quit
know
typing.
what the gravity is. You can
Oh.
only describe it. But
Okay.
even so-called science, top scientists, they can't say what gravity is.
Right.
So how you can say that you know what it is, that it exists, if you can't even explain it, if you can't even know what it is?
So, well,
How you can do that? You can't.
Yeah. It's quite easy.
If you try to do it,
it's quite
it's
easy.
logical fallacy. It's as simple as that.
This is really
It's
easy.
philosophy.
No. Let me. I'll educate you on this. That's fine.
Oh.
Thanks. I need education.
Yes, please.
I love it.
I apparently I have to. So
Oh yeah. We're
We
all
have-
ignorant, dude.
Look at
we
What
have
arrogance.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you guys don't understand
yeah.
independent,
Oh,
dependent.
really? You
variables.
think we
No, we
don't
don't
understand?
that boats can
Everyone
float.
spewed this
Have you not
garbage to
realized,
us, and
guys?
it's just there's
No,
proof.
I completely,
You
I
guys
completely
realize
understand.
the whole night, all he's been doing is you don't understand.
Yeah. Well, and I'm explaining to you why. I'm trying to explain to you why.
Dude, I've given
So-
you scientific
Weight on a torsion bar actually is the cause of what you're talking about.
education
So-
on your
so-
pain.
The weight on the torque on the torsion bar is a measure of the attraction. Do you understand that?
No,
what I
it's
mean by
not.
that?
It's the measure of torsion.
Wait.
Of
It
torque.
is. So what is causing the torsion bar, the torsion on it to increase
The weight
when-
of the object.
when the other gold ball is moved closer to it? Why does the torsion
They
increase?
don't always move closer.
Yes,
That's-
they do. They have shown this.
They
They have
don't.
shown this
They
multiple
I'm gonna
times.
bring
in
up
this
some
experiment.
examples where it
This-
doesn't.
I don't care about examples where it doesn't. If you
No,
can
so you
show,
don't care about objects.
if you
just
can
dismiss those that show
So-
the exact opposite of
no,
what you're talking about.
no. What I'm
Okay.
explaining to you is that tests done in laboratory conditions, okay, by people who are trying to get this very, very accurately done, consistently detect gravity. That is 100% fact. You don't like it, and so
Can't
you're
detect
No,
gravity.
claiming you've seen some videos on YouTube
You see
where
the issue,
it didn't
Omnivore?
work the first time, and therefore you're saying, "Oh, I don't think it works at all."
Okay, Omnivore, you know what? The thing is, you're always assuming gravity just to be there, and you're always just assuming it is fact. We're
No.
telling you gravity cannot be assumed as fact because it hasn't gone through the validation of science to make that claim. Now,
It
just because
has.
No, it hasn't.
Yes.
You have not given me one scientific hypothesis and experiment to show this.
This is the one I'm showing you does. You just
That
have
is
to.
not.
You have to deny it.
Your IV was mass, not
Yes,
gravity.
correct. The IV,
So
having
gravity,
the IV be mass works
whoa,
perfectly fine.
whoa. I'm
When
looking.
you-
Listen here. I'm looking for gravity as the cause for mass attracting.
I know what you. I know what
So
you're claiming you want because you believe that it can't be provided. Therefore, you're
cannot
safely
believe-
claiming it.
Hey,
But
Omnivore, I
you
got a
are
question for you.
Just
Stop.
you're just wrong about
Question.
this.
Question. Can I ask you a question? What
Go ahead.
is mass? Can we get a definition for what mass is right now?
There's many different ones.
Mass has
I want
several
one
different
definition.
measurements. Yeah, so I would say that it is a measure of inertia. You can incorrectly call it a resistance to inertia, which is not doesn't mean anything. But if you take it as a measure of inertia, then you have a pretty good basis. It's going to be measured.
I'm going to take it a step further. What causes the mass? What causes the resistance to inertia?
What resistance to inertia?
Yeah,
inertia is resistance to motion, to acceleration. Do you understand that?
So how did you determine that mass is the cause of it?
So I observe that mass demonstrates inertia. When I push on a large object and get it rolling, it is harder to stop than a lighter object, for example, and harder to get going.
Okay. So how did that define what mass is, though? That's not a definition for it.
Sure it is.
How?
I mean, mass, we can say matter. Mass is matter if you prefer that. That's a very easily understood way that we understand it, in everyday life.
We do?
Yeah.
I don't use that at all, ever.
I'm sorry, that's just wrong. Mass is not matter.
Well, you can, like I said, you can diddle about whatever you want mass to be, but if you can't engage with the experiment I showed you, then you lose.
Was an experiment for gravity. Didn't. Now again,
that experiment. So that experiment shows an attraction.
Verbal ejaculator. Shut up.
It shows an attraction.
Shut up.
That attraction is called gravity.
Shut it.
I've muted him again. The thing is, you just chanting the whole time doesn't make it so. It's not hard to understand. You claim gravity is the cause for things. So I'm asking you to show me a scientific hypothesis, which would mean the IV would be gravity, and experiment to validate it. Mass is not gravity. It's the same as me saying, heck, I'm going to grow an apple tree and I get a lemon tree. I say it's an apple tree just because I planted a lemon tree.
Yeah.
Is it the same thing? No, it's not. So now I'm going to ask you again. You claim gravity is the cause, so present gravity as the cause, not mass. Mass is not gravity, just like my right hand is not my left foot. Okay? Thank you.
And nobody's pretending, dude. So stop typing in there. No, we're not. I want to see.
No, just everyone. Please, everyone, shut up now and let him answer. Please.
You got it. You got to pretend that the experiment didn't work. I can show you another experiment. I can show you a dozen experiments.
That's not the question. Please answer his question.
I am answering his question. If you can't engage, the attraction is what we call gravity. That attractive force is what we have named gravity. No, so if you can't, it actually is. Yes.
You don't even know your own belief. That's not what you call gravity.
No, that's what everybody is calling. That's what everybody else is calling gravity. So wait, you can have your own.
Are you claiming gravity causes gravity?
Definition.
Is that what you're claiming? Gravity causes.
I'm saying that masses attract, and we call that attractive force gravity. Really simple, and we measure that. We measure that attractive force in this experiment that you cannot engage with.
So gravity causes gravity.
Mass causes attraction of other masses, and that attractive force is called gravity.
So again, gravity causes gravity because
try repeating what I said. I'll type it in the chat.
We know what you said, dude. No type in chat no more.
So the attractive force is gravity.
Foolish behavior, man.
Yeah. So the attractive force is gravity, which is also false because, like we said, Einstein says it's not a force, so it cannot be an attractive force, and you can't have mass before gravity because you need gravity for mass to attract to each other.
No, you don't. So
Okay, then how do you have mass attracting mass without gravity?
So mass attracting mass is what we observe.
No, where?
When?
In the experiment that I gave you that you
No,
can't engage
no.
with.
The crap in a dish experiment?
Oh, are we doing the names now? Because I was going to call it Flatzoid again if we're doing the names.
Again.
I didn't call you a name, did I?
Well,
Is your name Cavendish? No.
I just thought if we were calling people funny names, then
he's making fun of the not experiment that you're claiming is a.
It's 100%. It's 100% an experiment. It's got the independent variable of distance of the attractive mass. It's got the dependent.
You got more than one
independent
variable. Therefore, it's not an experiment.
No, you don't. No, you don't. It's one.
What is one? Okay. What is the independent variable for Cavendish?
In this case, in the case of the document that I'm showing you, it is distance of the attractive mass from the mass on the torsion bar.
So three independent variables.
No.
What's the independent variable for Cavendish?
Distance of mass, the distance.
So distance and mass. So it's two.
No, just distance. It's
so just distance, no mass. So we don't need to put a mass there. We just have distance.
You don't change the mass of the attractive sphere.
You just change the distance.
Yeah.
But you told me earlier mass was the independent variable. Now distance is the independent variable.
You can do it. You can do it both ways. Either way, you can do it.
Therefore, it's not a validated experiment.
Yes, it is. It's right. I shared the link with you. You can go look it up. It's 100% valid. Yes, it is.
The same result.
Peer review is garbage. That's right. That's your final fallback. You have to
you get the same
experiment.
You get the same. I'm gonna kick you, dude. This is getting really bad.
It's getting really bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you get the same? Yeah. Do you get the same result by changing more than one independent variable?
Guys, listen.
There's only one independent variable in this experiment.
You said mass and changing distance. That's two independent variables. So in other words, it's not a validated science experiment.
I'm not changing mass. In this case, I'm only changing distance.
Listen, guys, we are getting into details and we are muddying the water. The simplicity is the beauty. Please imagine now, there is a blind person who never seen the cat and never describe to this person the cat. How this person can describe the cat if he doesn't know what it is?
The cat?
Cat.
Meow. Cat.
Yes, feline.
Okay. So a person, I don't know why the cat matters. In this case, we measure the force of attraction.
No. I'm asking the question: how this person can say what cat is if he never seen it, never heard about cat, never had description of the cat? How this blind person can say what cat is?
So are you saying this person who describes a cat gets incredibly lucky by chance?
No. In other words, how do you present a case of something to someone who doesn't know what you're talking about? So in other words, tell us what gravity is.
Okay.
As a person that's never heard of it, that's never seen it or anything.
So gravity is an attractive force between all masses in the universe. Every bit of mass in the universe exerts an attractive force, a very small one, on every other piece of mass. When we have objects with large masses, they exert a notable attraction on other bits of mass towards their center of gravity, their center of mass. We call this force, this attractive, potential, we call that gravity.
Okay.
And that will be nailed to your coffin now, because previously you have admitted that you don't know what the gravity is, and now you're trying to describe it.
I just told you what we call gravity. So
you're trying to describe something which you don't know what it is. The same as blind person who doesn't know what cat is. He's trying to describe it. It's exactly the same, man. You can't see the comparison.
We measure
you can't see force. Really.
This force we actually measure. We measure the force.
You haven't measured it, dude.
It is. You have to deny the experiment. If you guys can engage with the experiment at all. If you can engage with the experiment, then we have a debate. But if
you measure oscillations, and then calculate an average. That's not measuring a force, man.
It is measuring a force. Yes,
you're measuring oscillations.
So what's causing the oscillations?
You haven't narrowed that down. And Kevin,
What's causing the torque? What's causing the torque to change? What's causing the torque to change?
Torsion.
What's causing the torsion to change?
The uneven balanced.
No, they're evenly balanced
by the weight and the rod.
They're evenly balanced, and they have a laser checking it.
It's an unbalanced force. That's how torque works.
What you're doing?
It's an unbalanced force,
You're denying the experiment. It's not an unbalanced force.
I'm not denying any experiment.
You are.
The physics behind it.
I can show you on the screen again.
I'm still waiting for you to show me an independent variable where gravity is the cause for anything.
This is right here. It's this. I'm sharing my screen. You can show it if you want.
Should we move on to the three-body problem?
Yeah, man.
Why does the three-body problem not work with your claim?
The three-body problem does work with the claim. There is not a...
It's unpredictable.
Let me explain the three-body problem for you. No, you can solve three-body problems. You can solve three-body problems. There is just not a general solution for three-body problems.
There's not been a solution for it. It's an unsolvable hypothetical.
So it's not. There are solutions to the three-body problem. You guys are
unsolvable hypothetical.
So you don't believe me?
False. There is an unsolvable hypothetical. Do you know what the chaos theory is?
Yes.
Butterfly effect.
Theory.
Yes, I do.
Theory.
Is that solvable?
It is.
It isn't because it's unpredictable. Do you know what unpredictable means?
I do know what unpredictable means. I'll put a link in the chat. This is a link in the chat.
I gotta go, dude.
Mathematicians find 12,000 new solutions to quote unsolvable three-body problem. I'm terribly sorry, my guys. So I'm going to have to drop. I have this experiment. If you can figure out a way to engage with the experiment, acknowledge that it's a citation that you have seen and tried to deny, then we've got something. Then we've got something to talk about. Otherwise, I guess
I'm going to ask you something. For this solvability that they did there, were they using classical physics or were they using other type of hypothetical things like chaos? Well, what was those things that I brought up earlier, Matt?
The butterfly effect. This is an actual.
I was trying to get the specific wording quickly. Sorry, I'm just getting specific wording. Okay, before I put my foot in my mouth.
Well,
it had to bring up.
You have a link there that you can look at.
Is electromagnetics part of gravity?
Doesn't work. Nope. And I have to drop. Okay. Not electromagnetics.
Is special relativity part of Newtonian physics?
Generally not. But you can read up on this. If you read up on this before I come back, do some of the background reading.
Theory of random walks.
You're deluded.
Newtonian physics.
Deluded. He's deluded. See, who's the runner? You're deluded, dude. You're just another chanter. Just another chanter. He's going to be deluded for life.
Oh, he ran away.
Yeah, he ran away. That's what I'm saying. He's going to be deluded for life. He's one of them that's never going to believe God. You know what I mean? He says he's religious, whatever that means. Religiously in love with heliocentrism. He doesn't love Jesus, that's for sure.
Well, I definitely won't call myself religious because I'm a Christian.
Would I hell?
Religious person. Okay, but the fact is, the three-body problem is a problem because it's based on Newtonian mechanics, classical mechanics, Newtonian physics, which means gravity has to be a force. To make those solvable, because they had to go outside of Newtonian physics. They had to go outside of classical physics and use those different theories to sort of make sense of them. It doesn't mean it's solvable. It's almost solvable. It's because it's unpredictable. It's never been predicted. Never been predictable. So, yeah, the guy's a joke.
Yes, absolutely. Adam, definitely pray for that. 6'5" gang members, please pray. Final get just to that'll be ace, definitely. I'll pray about that. When are you doing it now, Adam? Here I am, mate.
Definitely, man. If he's doing that now, I'd love to actually go and watch it for maybe the last half an hour. If you guys want.
Cool. That'd be cool if he's doing it now.
Well, anyway, sorry I tried to keep quiet. It's just the guy said so much idiocy.
And Moomin, we'll have to do it vicariously because physically it's impossible for Puff Pass in this situation. But so you'll have to smoke it vicariously through me. So there you go.
It's just the gravity. They are so into it.
But it's good to see you guys, and I see Jeff's also dropped. It was good to see Jeff as well. He's been busy lately doing his house.
All right, next one, Vicky. Is this the channel or the actual link?
This is the one coming up now. It should have started already. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll come in 2 weeks. And yeah, it's on now. It's on now. Nice.
This is the one.
Yeah, it's on now.
Hit the likes. Let me give you guys his link.
I'm liking it now.
We're not going to be on too long.
Cool.
Yeah, he admitted he doesn't know what gravity is. Exactly. The guy keeps double speaking, Jonas.
Double speaking, yeah, that's what I noticed. The gravity is for them really like a holy grail.
Look, if he would be intelligent from a perspective, this question itself about the cat should create cognitive dissonance in his mind.
Yeah.
He should think through the stuff, what happened, what's going on, maybe I'm wrong. But he doesn't. So what can we do? Nothing.
Yeah, we can't really do anything. But the thing is, he keeps double speaking,
Yep.
or his only argument is, "Nah, you don't understand." Then we literally go and educate him on the thing, and then he still says, "No, you don't understand." Then he goes back to what he just said and circle jerks the same thing over and over.
He's just trolling. I mean, somebody else said he's an FED chat skank. So like, he's just trolling. He's just sent an mission from
You
him.
guys have to admit, at least he had the balls to come in.
Well, he did have the balls to come in, yeah.
That's
But he was doing that's what.
Yes, that's true. That's kudos to him because yep, correct.
But I just can't.
He only
stand
come
it.
in to troll though. He didn't come in to have a decent debate. He came in to troll. Just funky stuff. You know what I mean?
He probably thought we don't know what's going on.
Well, that's what he said, didn't he? You know, and when he had to bloody talk and type at the same time, like, what are you doing, dude? Now you are just trolling. Like, if we're asking you to stop typing while you're talking, I mean, come on.
But I mean, it's not hard to understand. If you claim gravity is the cause, that has to be the independent variable.
Absolutely.
Exactly, not 2 or 3 independent variables. So you're correct, 100%. It's logical conclusion.
Exactly.
Oh, Daniel's in his thing. If it doesn't,
The thing that the common sense today is very uncommon.
It's exactly. It's not common nowadays. You're right. Daniel in his chat says if it doesn't matter if the Earth is flat, why the video? It just becomes a show. The Earth is roughly.
I get why it happens because we are being indoctrinated from the cradle to grave, and the people are willing, to push against if you show them that they are wrong because they have been indoctrinated. So it's very hard for people, for myself as well. But if someone shows me I'm wrong, I admit I'm wrong. But for some people, then they will never do that. Even if you provide the 1,000 times evidence, they won't admit it because they think that it's beneath them because they are too intelligent. No one is too intelligent. We all should learn. And I was more time wrong than I wish to be. But only this way we can learn.
Just because you have learned it in the school doesn't mean that it's true. That's they don't want to give up, what they learn.
But that's true, Hercules. That's what I was trying to break up to the guy. Is Cavendish was just trying to calculate Earth's mean density. Okay. It wasn't even his intention to have the gravitational, the G constant. People took it afterwards and decided to make it the G constant, which is just based again on an average. That's it.
Look, what so-called physics does, they have some kind of assumption, hypothesis, and to make this hypothesis, they provide constants to make it work. That's always how it is. Yeah. So we really don't know how the things work because so-called science, which I call scientism, is religion. and people are believing in it. That's why I say always there is no atheists, because everyone has a religion, but some people just replace God with the other things: money, sex, scientism, and so on. That's how it is.
Yeah.
Full cycle.
Because what I was trying to explain to him with the torque, it's just simple physics. It's all it is. It's just torsion based on torque. So where the center of mass lies on that rod with those two masses is what causes it to move. If you have to move those masses inwards or outwards or more weight, I don't know if you
Guys,
guys.
did you see? That was a great experiment. There was, I can't remember the liquid, but they put anvil in the liquid and it was floating.
Yeah, mercury.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mercury. Yeah. Exactly. It's a very good one as well.
It is. It is.
But I mean, let's for instance, you take a dumbbell and you have 50 kilograms on the one side of the bar, and on this side you just have 10 kilograms.
Yeah.
Okay. How are you going to pick it up without,
Adjusting,
without adjusting?
strengthening
Easy.
down. Yeah.
Easy. You pick up with one hand closer to the heavy mass
Yeah.
because you're going closer to the center of mass to pick
right.
it up. That's physics. Now,
Yeah.
there's torque in that. That's why when you try and pick it with two, this arm is pulling up that lighter weight more than this one that's picking up the arm. So you're automatically pushing it out of sync. And that's exactly what the Cavendish is. It's just simply torsion due to torque. And that's why the movement, it's got absolutely nothing to do with gravity. There's no pulling down of anything. It's just the weight of the object is hanging in the air. Nothing can support it. So it has weight on it. Eventually, that energy, something has to happen with the energy in it. So it will start moving and oscillating. It's got nothing to do with gravity. But they want it to be gravity. That's why I asked him for what's your IV? And his IV was mass, and then it was distance, not gravity.
Yeah, when you believe in gravity, wouldn't it be one ball when you have millions of years, because everything attracts everything? Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
But you see, that's the issue I do have with everybody that believes in gravity so much. They have such a faith that gravity is a thing. And they won't just budge to say, okay, yeah, I can't show you that there isn't evidence for it scientifically. But they claim it, but they can't present it.
They can't even measure it or show it to you.
Forgot what my question mark was for a minute. I'm looking for ages for it. It just went out of my head.
Just wanted to say to Jay, great, you got your stuff.
On my channel, yeah, fantastic, man. It's good.
Flat,
like I said, I come back, I did a basic.
Always try get them with the very simple questions, like I gave a few examples before. The beauty is always in the simplicity. That's how you get them each freaking time. There is no way around it.
Yeah, agreed.
Shame, poor Sean Hawkins is streaming us again.
Oh, Sean! Yeah, thanks for reporting me, dude. You got my channel back. That's what happens when you tell the truth, Sean. That's what I call justified. You're laughing that I got my channel taken away because you must bloody report me for crap.
But you see, Sean, I think he's on his 4th or 5th channel already.
Yeah.
He's not able to get those other channels back. I wonder why.
I did after a couple of days. You know, I only appealed today. I only appealed today and got it back. 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Read what Baza wrote. That's a good one.
Yeah, I found evidence for Cavendish. Finally, cheeseburgers, lower mass, are attracted to my fat ass, higher mass. Oh, wow.
So what happens when you tell the truth, Sean? So I call justified. Justified. Read it and weep. Eat it and weep. And I even got apology from YouTube.
This is going to be a good discussion. Oh, man, and I want to go sleep.
You want to see an apology, Sean? Look at the start of the stream. if you weren't already there.
Oh yeah, he's past it. He's now where what's him keep him bringing up Cavendish the whole time.
All right, okay. Thanks, Jolly Man.
Literally,
I'm
always,
just keeping the other channel as a backup now, but I'll stream to it. I've already got it set up to stream tomorrow night stream.
always start this kind of debate with a simple question, and the premise he's done. So then whatever he's trying to do, people will always remember beginning and the end. Middle, not so much. But it's our cycle, our mind, how it works. So people always remember beginning and the end. So they will remember. He just can't prove anything. So not proof that he doesn't have evidence. So people can get the conclusion it's a proof. So that's very simple. Simple question. He just destroys himself. That's it. End of the debate.
But you see, this is the kind of magician trick they do. They bring up Cavendish the citation and then say, "You see, it was done." But this is why I said to him, "Well, what happens when it goes through peer review and someone shows it not working?" What was his answer? Well, then you didn't do it right. So he did a Craig FTFE. So just if it doesn't give the results you want, it's not done correct. So then, in other words, it's invalidatable, which means it's not scientific.
Exactly. So if data doesn't prove his point, so we need to disregard the stuff. Only pick up is called cherry picking. We can't do that.
Yeah. Because as soon as it shows a null result, that means your claim that it has been validated is false. It's been falsified because it doesn't give the same result all the time. But
Exactly,
now
and it has to give each time the same.
it moves over to the
flat and
realm
with you
of
100%.
yeah, it just moves over to the realm of plausibility, and that means it's not science.
That's why I call it scientism.
I like what Vicky said. Sean can go print himself a friend to cry with.
Look, I always say laws of logic works. We can't just bend them, because if we start bending them, they're not any longer laws are logic. That's very simple.
Yeah.
I also need
Okay, so you guys have any closing statements? And because Adam's going to go live now. I'm sure you guys are going to want to watch that. I'm going to sleep, and then I'll watch that tomorrow. Remember, I'm not live tomorrow, guys.
Yeah, me tomorrow night on the original channel. Well, on both channels. So, but I'd like to see guys coming to the original channel, But yeah, tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Reviewing Flatzoid and Luke's video from Sunday. But is Catholic doctrine Christian, basically? Yeah. Let's have a look at that.
I will try to be tomorrow online, but definitely, as I promised, I'll be on Wednesday.
Nice. And as for the stream, good stream. I got a bit annoyed at that guy because he was just chanting. He was just chanting the same old stuff that everybody else does. He would do what McToon did. He was a cross between McToon, FTFE, and Brenda, all rolled into one. Same old, same old. It's just what we're used to. But he annoyed me.
Pastor, by any chance, are you from England?
Me, no, I'm Scottish.
Scottish, right, because the accent, very harsh.
Scottish. I live in England at the minute, but I'm Scottish.
Right. Yeah, I thought so. Probably England or Scots, yeah. I have a question for you. Can you say, what was the phrase? Purple?
Purple burglar alarm.
Yeah, that's the one.
It's so hard for me to say that. Yeah. We roll our R's and our L's, so it's purple burglar alarm. It's so hard.
Yeah, indeed. It always makes me laugh.
It is hard to say.
Sandra says, nice plastic mug. Yeah. Another plastic mug, guys. It sounds like ceramic.
Oh yeah. Plastic.
That's supposed to be my merch. That is not on my merch store.
Thanks, babe. Thanks.
But yeah, I really appreciate you guys coming on. It was quite a lively stream.
It was fun anyway. I enjoyed it.
So Yanis, we're doing your stuff on Wednesday.
Yes, that's correct. Mm-hmm.
Yes, that'll be good.
Yeah. It's going to be exciting.
That's guys, when we be doing that, just please maybe we can show with text as well, so people can follow with the text. So
Yeah.
I want to expand a bit on this stuff. It's just, guys, basic knowledge, so I have plenty more stuff related to it. It's just really basics. So I didn't want to write all in details because it would be really freaking too long, way too long. No one would ever read it, because even if I send those emails, usually people don't go even through half, because it's just too much. So I'm still thinking about cutting this even more because it's just too much.
Yeah. Maybe try and work out like a presentation, what your most important points you want to present. I think that might be easier.
Ricky, I'll have to get some thumb drives or something, just little whatever you call them, little memory sticks, whatever, and start putting my streams on that. Just to back up the backup. You know what I mean? Yeah, should.
Okay, so yeah, thanks all for coming. It was an awesome stream. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the super chats. Please hit the likes if you haven't already. Appreciate you. Remember, Wednesday we'll see Janus with his presentation stuff. Really awesome stuff. And remember to go to PJ tomorrow for his stream, because he's definitely going to be streaming again. And Jam also streams practically every day.
Yeah.
Let me try.
If
PJ,
you
drop
guys,
link. I will try to be tomorrow, please.
Sorry.
No, I was speaking. Sorry, I'm speaking too fast. PJ, drop link, please.
Oh, okay,
I'll try to be tomorrow. Yeah.
No problem. I think Vicky's already put it in, but I'll put it in again.
Tell me to slow down and speak too fast.
No, that's all good. It's all good. You sound a little bit Polish to me. What are you? Are you Polish?
I'm Polish. Yeah, exactly.
Are you Polish? Yeah.
I have a very harsh accent. It's very easy to recognize.
I used to go out with a girl from Poznan, so I understand a little bit of Polish. It's all spoko, all spoko. Cool.
Yeah, spoko.
Thanks for this. That was great.
Yeah. So I think it's great. And I think Roger also has a stream tomorrow, so make sure you guys go and catch him as well. Really appreciate you all. Many, many blessings, and may the pressure be with you. Bye-bye.
Brightly shine, crafted signs of the divine. I'm made for something true. In God's plan, my path renews. Flat earth made by Him, my journey long yet thin. Purpose found in every day, guided by His gentle sway.